All right, let's talk ratings now. The 2022 Oscars making a roaring comeback in the ratings. This, though, after hitting that historic low last year. Maybe remember that. According to Nielsen, this year's Oscars drew in more than 15 million people. That's almost a 56% increase from the lowest rated Oscars in 2021, 9 million there. We're still awaiting more data to come out. Remember, a lot of people stream as well if they're not at home, etc. But again, did increase the viewership, though you compare it to any other year, nowhere close to that. But turning to one of the most memorable moments in Oscars history the other night.
G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right? Oh, wow. Wow. Will Smith just smacked the out of me.
Keep my wife's name out your mouth.
Wow, dude.
Yes.
It was a G.I. Jane joke.
Keep my wife's name out your mouth.
I'm going to, okay?
Will Smith now apologizing for that infamous assault on Chris Rock. They're releasing a statement, this is new, on Instagram that reads, quote, "I would like to publicly apologize to you, Chris. I was out of line. I was wrong. I am embarrassed, and my actions were not indicative of the man I want to be. There is no place for violence in a world of love and kindness," end quote. That's just a snippet of it, though. What we want to know, or what comedians think about this. Joining us reaction now is comedian Aaron Berg, joining us live here as well as comedian Vito, Gesualdi. Good to see both of you here, and thanks so much for coming on. I just want to show this to you really quickly. Kathy Griffin, well-known comedian, obviously, put this out in light of that. She says, "Let me tell you something. It's a very bad practice to walk up on stage, physically assault a comedian. Now we all have to worry about who wants to be the next Will Smith in comedy clubs and theaters," end quote. Again, that from Kathy Griffin. Aaron, I'll start with you on that. Your reaction?
I mean, I perform every night in New York City. There's always great security at these clubs. I don't think this is going to have that contagious vibe that people think, but I think this is part of the problem that we've been building up to, where people deem jokes as violence, and then Will Smith treats it with violence. He's mentally ill. Not everybody at a comedy show is going to be mentally ill, but Will Smith is. And I'll tell you this, I know it's not fake, because Chris Rock is a horrible actor.
There, Vito, your thoughts?
Well, I won't disparage the great Mr. Chris Rock, but I do have to agree with what Aaron is saying about this idea that words are now violence. Now, when I was a kid, we always knew sticks and stones will break your bones, and words will, well, no. Now the left is turning it around, and words are the most dangerous things in the world. And they're using that as an excuse to say, well, what he said to Jada Pinkett Smith was basically an act of assault. Will was just defending her from this horrible, vicious, violent attack from a comedian. And you know what? I do get a bit worried. I have seen, more reports of comedians being attacked on stages. People want to record a little snippet so they can get that little minute of internet fame, Look at me fighting for all the good causes, taking down this evil comedian. It is a little worrying. I don't know. I am a little more worried than I guess Aaron is.
No, and that's what I just want to have an open dialogue with you, because I think it's important to talk to you. You guys are in the business. Aaron, I'm just curious, if it was Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson presenting on stage, makes the same joke, does Will Smith get up on stage?
No, and he would probably belt out Moana while we gave him a suplex. I think I'm a pretty jacked dude. You can't tell. I'm really only 4'11".
I see it in the neck. Yeah.
Thank you. It's my best quality, is my neck. But I've had incidences where people have rushed me on stage, and I've thrown them off stage. Greenwich Village Comedy Club 3 years ago. And then I felt horrible about it, so I apologized for using violence, and they ended up getting everything comped because the comedian assaulted them. So it can go horribly wrong for the person that tries to attack a comedian.
Some people, a lot of folks weighing in, a lot of people have opinions on it. And another reaction was on one of these talk shows here, The View. Let me play that for you. I'll get your reaction. Here's that.
When you live publicly, you don't have the right to all of a sudden decide to execute violence. And I have to say, that was a show of toxic masculinity. If he was offended and felt emasculated by Regina Hall's joke or by Chris Rock's joke, you don't act out in violence. That is not a show of love. That's a show of violence.
Vito, your thoughts on that?
I don't know what's going on in Will Smith's life. I mean, I've heard reports that maybe the marital life is not all he wants it to be. He's dealing with a lot of the personal issues there. And I don't know how, because we see him in the clip, he's smiling, he's laughing it off, and then he kind of gets a look from his wife like, well, you better take care of this. It kind of feels like they're in some sort of toxic, weird relationship where maybe she's calling the shots and expecting him to be this, you know, violent, vicious man who defends her honor. But ultimately, this just comes off horribly for the Smith family. They come off looking like brutes and weirdos. I mean, his son was on Twitter cheering it on, saying, "This is how we get it done." I'm like, this is how you do what? You beat up Chris Rock? Congratulations. That's not a good look for your family.
And Will Smith is a big guy. Aaron, I just want to ask you about this. I mean, you know, a lot of people say, look, maybe he crossed the line. She's battling alopecia. Maybe he didn't know, Chris Rock didn't know about that regardless. But isn't that part of comedy routine to kind of cross that line on stage, a suspension of reality for a moment?
Will Smith made a joke years ago on a late night show about a bald man, and he attacked him. I'm a bald guy. I don't get offended by it. I used to make fun of bald people. This is karma. This is how comedy works. It's just that Will Smith, as was mentioned, is totally nuts, off the rail, is in a toxic relationship. And this is just inspiring violence. And you can't say, by the way, I'm a work in progress. I'm sorry. I'm a famous multi-million-dollar movie star who's in his 50s, and I'm still learning. I'm a work in progress. You're not. You're done. You're built as a human being. You are who you are. You did an action, not a very good punch either, by the way. Take some MMA classes. You were Muhammad Ali. He would be rolling over in his grave, slurring, watching you do that.
He still won Best Actor for this film that no one is talking about, by the way. I
have friends who are like, he played a king? I didn't see that. Was it good?
Yeah, I have no idea. Here's some viewer tweets. I'll show them to you, so if you wanted to see. They wrote into us. They said, Diane says, Sean, I don't believe the slap heard around the world was real. The Oscars are trying to raise their viewer numbers, so wait until next year. More people will tune in to see if something like this will happen again for the hype. The two involved are actors, which you guys responded to. And then there was this one. This was from Joe Pettigian. Or Pettigian, rather. Will Smith should lose the Oscar and be kicked out of the Academy. You know, all jokes aside, Vito, the Academy has said they are conducting somewhat of looking into this matter.
They're looking into it, but the Academy has been dealing with, I mean, going back to what, 2015, 2016, this idea, Oscars are so white, too many white people, we don't give enough awards to our black entertainers. And I think at this point, they're going, I don't know, it's too complicated. Will Smith got the Best Actor award. It was gonna look good for us until this happened, and now we don't know what to do. I don't think they don't want to add anything to the ongoing media circus. I think they're gonna go, "Yeah, you did a good job in this movie none of you saw," and let's just leave it at that.
Final thoughts, Aaron. If I'm at your comedy show, how would you pick on me? And if you did, can I get up and give you a little pop, or what would happen to me?
The insults to you would be very clear. I'd make fun of your hair. I'd look like you just got tussled in an Equinox steam room. I would then probably go after the tie, the suit that you got at Brooks Brothers, and then probably the fact that you're on the air wearing a great blazer, great tie, great shirt, no pants underneath the desk. That's what I would go after.
Well, we won't take the wide shot to make sure of that. Aaron Berg, Vito, Gesualdi, good to see both of you. Interesting conversation. Hope to see you again. Best to both of you.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right, great stuff there.